Okay, here we've got the Star Wars The Ultimate Action Figures Collection by Stephen J. Sansweet. Everyone knows this guy. And this is a really good book. Costs £12.50 at Amazon UK. And yeah, it's a great book. Lots of reviews of this book. This seems to be the book of the year in terms of Star Wars collecting. It's a really sweet book. And you know, I can't show you everything, but it's really sweet stuff. It really is all about loose action figures, and Kenner and Hasbro have just put out so many of these figures that it's really hard to know how many there are really, and it doesn't show them all, but it shows enough, and just shows you how many action figures they've been put out since 1978 to 2012, which is most of my life. And I was only 8 in 78, and now I'm 42. So, you know, how many Star Wars figures have they been? There's been so many. It's just, and it's impossible to get them all. So this gives you an idea. It gives you like all the different characters. Like here's Anakin Skywalker, so you can go through this. It has little anecdotes about the figures. Tells you what they are, whether they're repaints or if they're kit bash figures or if they're entirely new sculpts, and you can just decide whether you'd want to go track a certain figure down if it really appeals to you. So everyone has their favourite characters. Like a lot of people like Anakin because he becomes Darth Vader, and then you've got obscure characters. Some figures there's only been one of that character. Others there've been so many. Like here's the AT-AT drivers here. And there's been a few of them. ATST drivers, been a few of them. Aura Singh, been a few of her, including the Clone Wars version. So you've got just so much to go through. This book just is such a joy to read and look through, and it's I think it's FlyGuy.net who says that this is sort of Star Wars or orgasmic, or Star Wars porn, and it really is. Just once you start going through this book, you just can't stop reading it. You've got Biker Scouts there. Everyone loves Biker Scouts. Boba Fett, the boss, all the different versions of Boba Fett. It says what is the best version of Boba Fett as well. And there's the rocket firing Boba Fett from the last couple of years ago. The Boss figure. Boss, the 2007 figure is the best, but even the Power of the Force version of Boss was a great figure. C-3PO, Cad Bane. This book's so massive that I'm not going to be able to show it like I did the toys, action figure toys book by Jeffrey T. Colton. That's better because it shows all the packaging, but this just focuses on the action figures. And it's interesting because you just this is the clone section, so this is just massive. It's about 20 pages long. AT-TT Tank Gunner, I've got that one. There's so many clones. Bring on the clones. Where are the clones? There's just so many. You've got the Clone Wars, you've got the Vintage Collection, you've got the Revenge of the Sith Clones. There's the Shock Trooper, nice figure. So this book's just amazing. Look at that, how many pages about clone troopers, just not endless. So, and a lot of people just focus on clones and build armies of clones. There's the new Clone Trooper Lieutenant, that looks like a great figure. Covert Ops Clone Trooper, that looks like a good figure. So this book's just the dog's bollocks really. It's really hot. Scorch. Then we go into other figures. Cloud Car Pilots. Darth Tyrannus or Count Dooku. It has little anecdotes about the film and all that sort of stuff, But I mean, there's 4 sentences on average per figure, so you're not going to get much. You're not going to get a massive essay. But you've got lots of different interesting figures there. Darth Vader. So this is a great figure. Everyone loves Darth Vader. And you've got all the different figures you can get for Darth Vader. Death Squad Commander. Dengar. What else? Others, we're on to E now. FX7, FX6, Gamorrean Guard, General Grievous, great figure there. Geonosians, this one, almost got that one, I haven't got her yet. Greedo, classic figure. Hammerhead, and you can just look through this. Now, Han Solo's got a great section, he's a great figure, love Han Solo. You know, great figure, one of my top 3 easily. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. Hermiodor, he's a massive figure, great figure, have to get Hermiodor. The Hoth Rebel Troopers, so you know, tells you about articulation, whether it's a repaint or that sort of stuff. Jabba the Hutt, more Jabbas. Jango Fett, everyone loves Jango Fett. Jar Jar Binks, not everyone loves Jar Jar Binks. The Jawa, Final Kate Jawa from 78, classic figure there. Jack Pawkins, so you know, you've got great figures there. Jedis, Klaatu, Lando Calrissian, great figure. Luke Skywalker, so you've got loads about Luke Skywalker. I just did a review of that figure, the OTC Bespin Luke. Other Lukes, there's the great Luke, the medical frigate Luke, have to get that one. Then it goes into other figures. Mace Windu, goes to EU characters, Expanded Universe, Clone Wars. It's just got everything lumped together, it's brilliant. How the book's organised, figures are organised by character names, or if they have another name, then they might be put in a different section, so you might have to flick pages back and forth just to find a certain character. But this is just a great figure. Owen Lars, that Leia, I mean Padme, I want to get that one. The Emperor, other figures, Plo Koon, Power Droid, this is a great figure, love Power Droid from 78. Great figures. This book just rocks, man, it really rocks, you should get it. Princess Leia, there's the original Princess Leia, my favourite figure. Leia Hoth, I just got her recently, graded. You know, Power of the Force figures, then other figures. So it's just a treasure trove. You can just look at how figures have evolved through time from say 95 to the present, or even earlier. And you know, it's just really interesting, you know what I'm saying, man. R2-D2, I want to get that one. The dirty R2-D2 OTC. R2-KT, just got her. Great figure. Price on that's dropped. Loads of Astromechs. Look at all the different. So this is an area that people really collect as well, is the Astromechs. So many different paint variations, and people love to customize them. All these other cool figures, the Rancor Keeper, Rebel Fleet Trooper, Rebel Commando, Reese, this is a great figure, that one. All the Emperor's Royal Guards, vintage is still the best from 83. They haven't, that 2012 figure is not better than the vintage figure. Sizey Tin, Sand Troopers, everyone loves Sand Troopers because they're sandy, you know. Savage Oppress, I want to get that version, the one with the armour. Thingy, lots of thingies here, great figures. Snaggletooth, Blue Snaggletooth. Blue Snaggletooth's a legend, man. Snowtroopers, Hoth Snowtroopers, just had a vintage Hoth Snowtrooper up, you know. Concept Skywalker character, Squid Head, you know, this book just rocks, man. It rocks for Star Wars fans. So, I mean, if you can get in the UK on Amazon for $12.50, I mean, Forbidden Planet's got for $12.99 online. You can get on eBay, I'm sure, for that sort of price as well. But Amazon, you don't have to pay postage. This is a wicked figure. Never seen it before. So it's great because, I mean, you see figures you're familiar with, figures you haven't got a clue about. Sam Person, love that figure. Tig from the Droid series, he's quite hard to find. Walrus Man, Ponda Barber, the original one, or I mean the 2010 version or 2011 version, that's a brilliant figure. And then you've got the original 78, 79 figure. Blix, the legend that is Vic, Blix. You need mega bucks to try and get him. Rike, other figures. There's so many figures, man. This book's just a real treasure trove. Watu, all these other figures. Wicket, who doesn't love Ewoks? Wookiees, Yak Face, the boss that is Yak Face. Yoda, the Jedi Master, great figure. More Yodas. How many Yodas have there been? This doesn't have every figure that's been released of a certain character, but it has loads. People like this picture at the back, and then here's the cover. Back of the cover. This is the UK version of the book. UK price is 25 quid. Recommended, but you can get it at half price at Amazon. So this is a really good book. Highly recommend this. Yeah, this book's just so good. And I mean, I'll give you a few examples of what it says. Like it says here, when Solo meets Jabba in the original trilogy release, we don't meet Jabba the Hutt until Return of the Jedi. But when George Lucas released the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition, he inserted a cut scene and replaced a human stand-in with a digital Jabba. This figure's been resculpted and is a bit more svelte than the carded version, as in the scene. Han's shirt collar sticks out over his vest, and there's that figure from '97. So, you know, it's a great book. Lots of Han Solos. Everyone loves Han Solo. And, you know, it has obscure figures like this character here, Hechel Carl Fass, 2009 Legacy Collection. So it tells you what card he came on. A background Cantina Shrek, whatever, is a new sculpt. His backstory is that he is a Saurian from the planet Dirk Teal. He's a droid trader and has been searching for R2-D2 and C-3PO. He tries to follow C-3PO out of his cantina, but loses him in the dusty, crowded byways of Mos Eisley. So, you know, IG-88, classic figure. And, you know, Imperial Gunner from '85, that's a classic figure. Imperial Sentinel from the Dark Horse series, Expanded Universe, great figure. Power of the Force, Jango Fett. So, I mean, who isn't going to want this book? Unless you're not into Star Wars. But if you're into Star Wars and collecting action figures, then this is a no-brainer. You're going to want this book. So, get it ASAP or put it on your Christmas list. And when it's Christmas and Father Christmas comes and visits you, you know, you're going to have a nice, something that's going to, you know, but make sure you don't forget to put the turkey in the oven, otherwise, you know, you'll just be reading this, and when it's Christmas lunchtime, you won't have time. You'd have just been reading this and, you know, thinking, oh no Christmas dinner. So, highly recommend this book. You know, to make it perfect, I would have said it would have been nice to have little pictures of the cards the figures appeared on, but, you know, you can't have everything, and this is just a really, you know, a great book, and you can just spend hours just lovingly turning each page. And, you know, I've just done a review of that figure, the Mon Calamari A-Wing pilot. Using forearms and legs from other figures, this Mon Cal pilot has a new head, torso and upper arms. A similar pilot was filmed but not used in the movie. So this is just such a great book, and you can't go wrong with this. So cheers, bye. And I'll just show you the cover again. That's the back cover. Just a really nice collection of all the different figures, and there's the front cover. So can't recommend this more. Brilliant book. £12.50 on Amazon in the UK. So get it now or get it for Christmas. Cheers, bye.